In the autumn of 1960, a young nation sends its sons to a war that is not its own. The Congo has been independent for barely 4 months, and already it is coming apart. In the south, the mineral-rich province of Katanga declares itself a separate state, and the United Nations calls for peacekeepers. Ireland answers. For the first time, Irish soldiers ship out in numbers to a distant continent. Among them is Trooper Anthony Brown, a Dublin man in his mid-20s, quiet, steady, well-liked. They land in a heat their heavy woolen uniforms were never made for. They are sent north to a lonely outpost called Niemba. Here, far from any front line, the danger is harder to name.
First patrol out of Niemba, lad. Stay close to me.
The men know the road ahead is uncertain, and in the gray light of dawn, the patrol makes ready to move out. On the 8th of November, an 11-man patrol rolls out of Niemba in 2 vehicles. Their orders are simple. Check a bridge on the road to Manono, reported destroyed by the local Baluba people. The Baluba are not the enemy Ireland came to fight. They oppose the Katangan secession, but they trust no one who is armed, and they have learned to fear every stranger who comes down their roads. The patrol reaches the broken crossing over a narrow river. Planks torn away. Ropes cut. Lieutenant Kevin Gleeson, 26 years old, orders his men to dismount. The grass stands tall on either side. The afternoon is golden and still. And then, in the tree line, the shadows begin to move. Warriors rise from the bush, by the popular account, perhaps 100 of them, armed with bows, spears, and arrows tipped in poison. Lieutenant Gleeson does what he has been trained to do. He steps forward alone, raises an open hand, and offers the Swahili word for friendship.
Jambo, we come as friends.
For a heartbeat, the world holds its breath. Then the first arrow flies. What follows is not a battle so much as a storm. Arrows fall like rain. The Irish scatter for cover and fire back, but they are strung along an open road with the river at their backs, and they are badly outnumbered. Men go down. The golden dust turns to smoke. The fight breaks into pieces. Small knots of men, separated in the long grass, each fighting alone. Trooper Brown drags a wounded comrade toward cover. Ammunition runs low. Beside him, Private Thomas Kenny is hit and cannot run. Warriors press in from every side. One man, Private Joseph Fitzpatrick, slips into the bush and is gone. The sun sinks lower, and the shadows stretch across the water. Brown looks at the wounded man beside him. He knows what the arithmetic of this place demands. He makes his choice. He pulls Kenny to his feet and points him toward the bush. Then Trooper Anthony Brown turns, alone, to face the men closing in. He stands. He shouts.
Let's go!
He draws every eye toward himself so that one wounded man might crawl away and live. It works. The warriors turn to him. Kenny disappears into the deep grass and the falling dark. Brown is never seen alive again. His body will not be found for 2 more years, lying where he fell. Night comes down over the silent river. 9 Irishmen die at that bridge near Niemba. 2 survive. When the news reaches home, a small country is stunned into grief. These are the first Irish soldiers to fall in the service of the United Nations, and Dublin has never seen a funeral like the one that follows. The streets packed in silence, coffins draped in the tricolor and the blue of the UN. For his last act, Anthony Brown is awarded the Military Medal for Gallantry, the highest honor the Irish Defence Forces can give, and the first ever granted. And yet, as the years pass, Niemba slips toward the edge of memory, a far-off ambush in a war few could explain, at a bridge on a road to nowhere. But the men who held it were real. Their names are cut in stone, and history, which almost let them fade, remembers them still. If this story moved you, take a moment to subscribe, so the ones history almost forgot are never forgotten again. Next time, the Siege of Jadotville. 150 Irishmen, thousands against them. Not a single man lost, and yet Ireland called them nothing but silence for 40 years.